Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. This is going to be a short one. I don't know if everybody knows. Donald Trump has, someone has posted that $175 million bond for him. They say it's a bonding company called Knight, which is out of California, which is ironic because that is a state that Donald Trump has always attacked. He's always attacked in California, Governor Newsom, and others, and how that state is a no good state. It's a sanctuary state. How he can't stand Governor Newsom. But anyway, the name of the bonding company is Knight, and they're known. And according to some sources, which I haven't really verified, but according to some sources, this company Knight is under investigation because they're known for for giving, securing bonds for people, high price bonds to do things for people. And they're also known for giving loans to people to buy cars, something to that effect. And I think that's what they're being investigated for because they charge people who have credit problems, high interest rates and things. It's a lot to it, which I haven't really looked at. But my purpose for being here, and I'm not going to be here long, is people. We must go out and vote, get the word out, vote Democratic all the way, even if you don't agree with the people, because they only got 4 years in, and their 4 years can't be as bad as Donald Trump and this do nothing MAGA Congress that we have. They have not passed one legislative bill, any bill that President Trump, my God, President Biden has proposed. They have blocked it. President Biden proposed a bill, an infrastructure bill that would put people to work, shore up our infrastructures. The bridge collapse in Baltimore, the port of Baltimore, is of vital importance to the American economy. The the Republican Congress does not want to support the government, the rebuilding of the Francis Scott Key Bridge, the Key Bridge in Baltimore, because their thing is, they have insurance. The insurance will pay will pay for the bridge. But as we all know, if you have car insurance and you have you have a bad accident, your car is totaled, and you wait forever for them to decide they want to cut you a check. Like I said before, the Key Bridge of Baltimore Port. Baltimore is a port city. It's the key to the economic survival of our country. It doesn't just affect the city of Baltimore, which, which it affects us all. The price of food is going to go up again. I guarantee you. I guarantee you it is. Automobiles. No one's going to be able to buy an automobile. No one's going to be able to afford gasoline to heat our homes, to run our cars. It is going to be a major catastrophe if this bridge is not up and running as soon as possible. Yes, they may have they may have insurance for things like this. The city may have insurance for the bridge, and they may be paid, but Congress needs to give the money. Let them reimburse the government once they get the money. I'm quite sure that's the way it'll go. But my opinion, and this is my opinion, and anybody who comes on here can tell me what they think. My feeling is twofold. One, they think they want they don't want Biden to exceed. They think this will hurt Biden. Two, it's a black city. It's a black city. Baltimore is 61%, 60% black, and the other 40% makes up of whites and Hispanics. So it's a minority city. It's got its first governor who is black, a mayor of Baltimore City who is very progressive and proactive in what they do. They're out to support the city of Baltimore. So this is designed to do two things: to discredit Joe Biden and to discredit the black mayor and the black governor, who the racists have called DEI people. If I don't know if any of you have listened to Brandon Scott, the mayor of Baltimore City, and Wes Moore, the governor of Maryland. The governor of Maryland, he's the first black governor of that state. They are both articulate men who have a great vision to restore Baltimore and to restore. But they need the port of Baltimore to be up and running as soon as possible. They can't afford to wait for insurance pay or offs. If what they're saying is true, and I'm quite sure it is, these two men and Brandon Scott, the mayor, the young mayor, he's 37 years old, I think, only 37-year-old. He's very proactive in his community. He's setting up programs to address the issues of gun violence, of theft, all the things that the Republicans say that they're about. But nobody wants to help. The Republicans don't want to help. When Texas had the wildfire, they had no problems sending the money to Texas, to Governor Abbott, a MAGA governor. When things happen in Florida, when they have the hurricanes, they have no problem sending money to Florida because of Governor DeSantis and his immigration stance. The MAGA people need to go, and this is my point of making this video this morning. These MAGA nuts all over America need to be voted out come the presidential election. They are destroying the country, and now they want to sink the economy to make things even worse than they are now. Our economy is it is running in a smooth, good way. Job growth is coming back. They're making, unions are coming back. People are getting decent wages, are on the verge of getting decent wages. Things are going good for the country, and these Republicans want to destroy what they're willing to destroy the country, thinking Donald Trump will win. They're thinking the American public, white or black, is stupid enough to fall for a second term of Donald Trump. I don't think so. This is why we need to vote, make a blue tsunami, vote all the way down Democratic to get them out. So you may get when you vote Democratic, not saying everybody on the Democratic side is going to be, all that great, but this way you get all of these that you got in there now out, especially Lauren Boebert and Marjorie Taylor Greene and Jim Jones, whatever his name is, who's demanded, you know who I'm talking about, the one who demanded that Fani Willis come get subpoenaed and appear before Congress. Jim Jordan, that's who it is, Jim Jordan. Sorry about that, I forgot his name. But anyway, people, this is why we need to vote. We need to vote these people out come January, come November 5th. Sorry about that. Yes. And when Donald Trump loses, because I have faith in the American people, that the American people are not going to allow a dictator wannabe and a do nothing white nationalist uh, 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 Congress, House of Representatives, Congress, and come and give Donald Trump a second chance to ruin our country, our economy, and take our democracy away. Because if Donald Trump gains power now, he will never leave. That will be the end of of American democracy as we know it. We may never get to have another vote. It is so precious that we have to, yes, we have to get out and vote, and we need to and start now going and informing people of what is going on. The Republicans have done dirty tricks. The dirty tricks of Richard Nixon have come into the Republican Party. They make, and the dirty tricks that these Republicans are doing makes Richard Nixon and his men look like angels. Watergate is nothing on nothing what these MAGA nuts plan to do to the America. So so we need to get out and vote them out, and vote blue. And if any blue members come up within that 4 years, vote them out. Once we get, and I believe in God. America is a country founded on the principles of God, not the MAGA principles. And when I say founded on the principles of God, America has always been, Americans have always been allowed the opportunity to profess their faith, whichever way they believe, and there was no questions asked. And it hasn't been the illiterate, ignorant doctrine of uh, what's going on now. You know, this is crazy. It has to stop, people. It has to stop, or we are not going to have a country. We are not going to have a country if we do not stop Donald Trump. This company gave him the bond gave him that $175 million bond because it's a company that gives out risky bonds. And from the little I've read about them, they're under investigation for these shiesty, and I guess it sounds like, from what I'm hearing and what I've read, the little I've read, it sounds like they give these mob type loans with these high interest payments and things. So, and I don't know if any of you have heard that Donald Trump's True Social thing, which was supposed to give him $3 billion, it actually failed. It did well the first day. People bought into it, but then when his financial status was revealed, I guess the people said, I'm going to take my loss and get out of this before I lose more. It dived. It is not making any money. So he's not going to be able to meet the other bond. Although he has posted $175 million to keep New York Attorney General Letitia James from being able to seize his properties as of now. He still has to come up to something like $450 more million dollars, and he hasn't secured it out, so he is not in. He's not home free, which he may go on record saying, "Oh, I posted the bond," but believe me, he is not. The fight is it is not over. It goes on and on. So Letitia James, D.A. James, has not lost. She has not lost yet. You know, still has to come up with 450 plus $1 million to meet that $1 billion bond that was set. If he doesn't do that, then he won't be allowed to he won't be allowed to keep his properties. So we'll see what's gonna happen. We'll see. We'll see what's gonna happen. So I'm telling you that there's a lot going on here, and I also believe he's counting on. He's at it again with Fonnie Willis. They're at it again trying to get Fonnie Willis taken off the case. They're in court. Well, they were in court last week, right before Good Friday. They were in court last week asking for Judge McAfee to have the whole case dismissed. This is just my opinion. I don't think they're going to dismiss that case. I think Judge McAfee is going to allow the case to go to court. But I've heard a few people explain they don't think if it does go to court, it will be before the 2024 election, because if he's convicted by a DA, Manhattan District Attorney, DA Alvin Bragg, if he's convicted of that and they win that case, he'll be a convicted felon who is not allowed to run for president. But we're going to see how that works out. That is up to the people. People are tired. Everybody is tired of Donald Trump. We're tired. This man is consuming everybody's life. He's causing economic harm, leading the MAGA nuts who support him in Congress, the Matt Gaetz, the Jim Jordans, the Marjorie Taylor Greens, the Lauren Bobarts, you name them, and there's some more in there who I can't remember the names right now, but you get what I'm saying. They are willing to destroy America because there's not going to be anything for them to do. They want the poor to become poor and the rich to be richer. I don't know how they sleep at night. I don't know if they have souls, And if I'm not mistaken, Governor Abbott of Texas, I think he's up for re-election. And I hope the people of Texas, if that is true, I hope the people of Texas I hope they get together and get him out. He's destroying Texas. So many of them are being destroyed. So much is being destroyed. So things are getting crazy out here. They're serious. White nationalism is taking over. They want to make this country white again. They want to take us they say take us back. I believe they want to take us back to the 1600s when slavery was legal, so they can have black people in slavery again. These people are crazy. Steve Bannon, what's the guy's name? He's one of the people that Fonnie Willis is prosecuting in the Georgia elections. Trayvon Cuddy, whatever her name is, Travion Cuddy. She's a black actress who threatened Shay Moss and Ruby Freeman and told them they better get in line. That woman is a demon. They all need to go to prison. They all need to be set in prison. They're all capable of it. Trying to overthrow a lawful election. Joe Biden had uh, the popular vote. They beat they beat Hillary Clinton by the Electoral College, giving giving Hillary giving Hillary Clinton got the popular vote, but the electoral votes were given to Donald Trump. And that should have been a signal, and that should have been appealed, and should have been struck down. But everybody wanted to give Donald Trump, uh, give him a chance. Even and I'm not a Republican, and I've never been a fan of Donald Trump for what he did to those 5 young boys in California. He took out a full page ad in New York Times and different papers calling for their execution. And even though the boys with the 5 young men were black and Hispanic men, were um, exonerated because the real perpetrator, who was Mateus Reyes, he told them he committed the crime. He gave his DNA. His DNA matched what they had. And Donald Trump refuses to give them, to say that they're innocent and to say, I'm sorry. His response is, they were in the park. They must have done something that night. Come on, people. Wake up and see what is coming our way. Black people, we are under attack. Our children are under attack. Our educational facilities are under attack. Now they're going after HBCUs. They did away with Roe v. Wade. They did away with affirmative action, which helped everybody, which helped every woman. They're stopping black loan companies that want a loan. The freedom to scare, where black women, 3 black women, I don't know the other 2, but I do know that Keisha Knight Pulliam, who played Rudy Huxtable on The Cosby Show, she was one of the investors in that company, and she made it where small business loans would be given to black women. It did to women, period, but primarily to black women, but anyone was welcome to apply for the loans. They filed a lawsuit against those women. There's so much that Donald Trump and his MAGA friends are doing that people, you need to understand what is going on, why we need to vote. We need to inform people. Why? Why do they call the governor and mayor of Baltimore DEI mayors, a DEI mayor and a DEI governor? What does diversity, equity, and inclusion have to do with people? And I'm so proud of those 2 young men, because when they gave those speeches and when they talked about what was being done, they talked eloquently. They used proper English. And by proper English, I don't find anything wrong with slang. I was taught slang was what you talked among your friends. When you address people, you talk, you use the right vernacular. You carry yourself well when you talk. And both of these men do. And young Mayor Brandon Scott, very, very intelligent young man, handsome young man. They even, the right-wing Charlie Kirks and Ben Shapiro's got on there and said, look how he was dressed. Well, heck, if you get a call 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning, you get dressed. I don't know nobody that got a suit ready to wear at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, unless they know they're going somewhere. That young man was home in his bed, sleep, getting ready for the next day. He got a phone call, he got dressed, he came, and he spoke so eloquently about it when asked on MSNBC by Joy Reid what they were going to do. And he addressed the situation of them calling him a DEI mayor. He addressed that eloquently. Look it up. Look it up and see how, if you haven't seen it, see how this young man responded. And he said the first priority is to get to find. They found two men are in the hospital. They found two bodies, and to find the other four bodies of those men who lost their lives on that bridge that night. They're under that wreckage, probably under that wreckage, trying to get off. They see a truck, and I assume it was the truck that they were driving in to get off the bridge, and the bridge fell when they went to come off of it, and they're in the water, and that how he's going to support the families of the men who died. And whether you know it or not, another reason they don't care. Baltimore is a black city, and the men who were on the bridge that night doing that work that a lot of us don't want to do because it's night work. A lot of people don't like to work this night shift, myself included, you know. And they were doing what others don't want to do, black or white. We don't want to do that. Americans don't want to work night shifts. We want the easy way. But those the immigrants who come here, I've worked with some of them, and they are hardworking people. They love America. They come here to make money and have a better life, not to harm America. But we have American people who are born here who are willing to hurt our country because don't like they don't like it that a black man is governor of Maryland, and a black man, a young black man at that, is the mayor of Baltimore City. He's helping to reduce crime. He's putting out programs to help the children. He's backing educational programs for children, programs to keep the kids off the street, just doing everything. And he's recognizing the worth and the lives lost on that bridge, even though they are migrants, they are people. Their families deserve our support, and he's pledged to give it. So people, let's not give up. Let's just pray and get this and get the we stay on the right track. Our country is going forward despite everything these MAGA Republicans and these MAGA nut jobs and Donald Trump have tried to do to destroy our country. It is, we need to just vote blue. I'm done. I didn't even mean to stay on here this long. Y'all have a great day, and please, whatever, do, whatever you do. You know.